Hey folks, Machinery Pete here, and we've got a treat for you today. My friend Dale Onstott from Harrisburg, Nebraska, who's been covering auctions for us for many years, shot some video of his neighbor Rick Henderson, who you see here with his beautiful team of horses, doing some work out there in western Nebraska. And we got some video of Rick getting hitched up with his team here and then doing a little work, and then we have an interview with Rick and his friends, and we wind up with some more action of Rick and their horses.
Yeah. Tell me about that big old mare. She said, "You guys go ahead and screw up. I'm gonna hold you right here with me."
Yeah, it'll make you pay attention.
You bet. Whoa, whoa, guys.
Whoa, now, somebody stand up there at their head and see if we can get them tangled together.
Where you want to hook them, Rick?
Yeah,
Clear
just
out.
hook her clear out, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how the length of her tugs. You know, we might ought to drop.
On her?
Yeah, because those are longer chains, I think, than these others. Drop two.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit of that first round you made last week is coming up already.
I'll be damned. Yeah.
Walking backwards, you fall down, you run over.
Rick, that's pulling a lot easier.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Be cussing at me.
Okay, I don't remember everybody's name, so Rick, why don't you go ahead? This is Rick Henderson.
Okay.
Introduce everybody and
Okay, I'm Rick Henderson.
Dave Henson.
Jeff Scott.
Al Kernan.
so you guys are all into using teams, and
Yeah.
I know I was talking to you, Al, a little bit, and you did it when you was younger and you got sick of it, and now you're back in it. And
Now I like it again. But I don't have to do it every day.
so why'd you get back in on it? Just because you didn't have to do it?
Just enjoy the heck out of it.
How about you, Rick?
Well, I just like them, and we're doing this wheat planting, getting them kind of legged up for the Harvest Festival at the Legacy of the Plains Museum this coming weekend. And I really like them. I don't do enough to justify owning them, but everybody has something they don't put a dollar figure on, and that's me and these workhorses.
It's your legal hobby that doesn't, you don't get caught doing.
Right, right.
Keeps the guy off the streets and out of the bars.
There you go. How about you, Dave?
Oh, I got a pair of mules that I work, and we've drilled wheat with them, and I use them to feed with, and we do a lot of parades and carriage rides and weddings and funerals, and anytime anybody thinks they want to team in a wagon for something special, we go ahead and do it. And it's just it's a hobby, like Rick said. It's either that or a $30,000 bass boat that you use 3 months out of the year. I can use these mules a lot longer for a lot cheaper. And it's just something that I enjoy, and Rick's kind of the fault that I got into it, so he's got to take part of the blame. But my wife, she's got a mule, and we do a lot of show in Denver at the stock show every year, and we just got done with the state fair down there at Grand Island a couple weeks ago, and done pretty good down there with some old ranch mules. So it's I'd say it's a hobby. So that's the reason we do it.
Jeff, you're more into
I
shoeing?
put shoes on these guys. There's several teams around that I put shoes on up at Hay Springs and Rick's team, and just enjoying working with the bigger animals.
That's all you just...
I've driven a few teams before. I drove a couple years ago over at Shine Frontier Days. I drove a team, and when I was younger we fed with some up in the Sandhills on the Rush Creek Ranch. So just kind of been around it, and I enjoy the easier part of the work, putting shoes on them, as long as they stand good.
The thing about these old draft horses, and they're quiet. They're big and they're quiet, and they're just fun to be around. And Rick and we put on a draft horse clinic up at the Legacy of the Plains Museum last year, and gosh, we had 45 people showed up. We had them all the way from Newcastle, Wyoming, clear to West Cliff, Colorado. People coming, and we hadn't even got through the first day yet, and they asked us if we were going to put on another clinic. And I talked to our friends down east. They come up and helped us with it last year, and I talked to them down at State Fair and said, "You guys ready to do another clinic?" "You bet." So we're gonna do another one in May this year up at the museum. Usually a 2-day clinic, and well, we only charge enough to cover the box lunches and the insurance, so it's cheap, and people really enjoy it. And most of the people that come to that thing were novices that hadn't done it but wanted to get into it. So we done a 2-day deal, and we did a classroom presentation in the mornings, and then we put everybody out to driving teams and singles and on ground driving, and then we hooked the wagons up, and by Sunday night there was more of them sitting in the shade than was driving the wagons. So I guess we got everybody satisfied. Hopefully it'll be that good again this year.
Well, appreciate it, guys, and thanks again, Rick, for me
You bet.
having the opportunity here.
Yes, sir. Well, glad you made it up.
Yeah, that was real far, huh? 1/8 of a mile here.
Yeah. Well, anyway. Ready?
Ready.
Okay, step up easy, guys. Step up easy. Easy. Give you the prices on it. Yeah, he can go back then.